My name is Esther Choi. I'm the chef and founder of Mokbar, Kam, Miss You, and O-Bar in New York City. I'm also the host of Food Network's 24 and 24, Last Chef Standing, and First We Feast, Heat Eaters. I'm from New Jersey, but I've been living in New York City for 20 years. I started cooking at a very young age with my grandmother. Growing up in New Jersey, there was like no Korean food anywhere. My grandma really missed Korea and her hometown, so she would cook a lot of Korean food at home, and I grew up sort of like watching her and learning from her in the kitchen. And so that kind of really inspired me to want to become a chef. And then I started working in restaurants when I was 14 years old, very early age. A lot of front of the house. I worked pretty much every position in the kitchen. Being a chef really means that you have to be constantly motivated and inspired. And I do think that it's a commitment and a responsibility to your community, to your staff, to the people around you. I mean, it's food, right? It's what people eat. And so for me, I think that's a big motivation. It's the people that want to try my food, that gets interested in the things that I do as a chef. So I do think that that motivates me to want to constantly be better. I cook Korean American food. That means that I learned cooking Korean food and the flavors from my grandmother, but of course, being American and born here, I always try to integrate that. So my food embodies who I am as a person, which is a Korean American. I think it's really difficult to stay passionate all the time. And that is one thing that I think as a chef, you really need to have. You need to have passion. Passion for food, passion for life, passion for whatever inspires you around you. And for me, that's definitely the industry that I'm in. Other chefs inspire me all the time. People around me inspire me wherever I travel to. I try to take inspiration from everywhere I go. I love Messermeister. I mean, as a brand, not only the products are stellar, best in the industry, but I love that it's a female-founded company. I mean, I also am a female leader, so I feel like we have a lot in common there. And I always want to, support my female entrepreneurs. So I think that it's just like a great fit for me, and I love the team that I've been working with. Generally, small teams are, always great to work with. You get to kind of be creative, and you have to really enjoy the people that you work with. So, working on this shear line, I mean, it took years. It's always that process, the journey of working together to create something really magical. That's what really is the best. These shears are so versatile. I mean, when we were thinking about the different features that should be in these shears, I was thinking of like multifunctional. I love anything in the kitchen that could do multiple things. So whether it be like cutting meat, which is very classically used in Korean barbecue all the time, or butchering poultry, or butchering fish, seafood, shrimp, I mean, crabs, obviously. There's so many ways to use these shears, but also you can crack claws. You can use it to pull apart, which is great for cleaning. And there's also an herb stripper where, you can use it to strip herbs. There's so many different ways that you can use these shears. So for me, it was really important that the shears are really comfortable to use. So the handles are, really soft, but also strong. So, and it fits your hand perfectly. And I've used so many different types of shears, and a lot of the times after using it for like hours, especially as a chef, you have to like butcher, let's say like 10 pounds of lobster, or you have to butcher so many meats. You're using these shears for like hours. So it has to be comfortable on your hands. So that was very important. The handle had to be really comfortable for me to use. And also the blade, I wanted like a really strong blade, but also very pointy so that the precision of, whether it be, cutting shrimp or, cutting herbs, it's delicate enough to do that, but also strong enough to butcher chicken, let's say. I also love that these shears pull apart. So you push the button and it kind of comes apart, and it's great for washing them. And then also there's no like stain on the shears. So a lot of the times when you're using shears in the kitchen, they don't pull apart. You get rust a lot of the times, but these pull apart, so they're very, very great to clean. So shears is one of the kind of main tools in a Korean kitchen. We use it for so many different things, whether it be cutting meat. I think that's what you see a lot of in Korean barbecue, or so many different ways. Like we cut kimchi with shears. That's like a big thing. My grandma used to like grab the kimchi and just use like shears to cut the kimchi because it gets pretty messy. So I always wanted to do something special. Obviously as a chef, we love our knives, but for me, I love my shears. If a knife is an extension of my right hand, shears is an extension of my left. The shears is different than any other tools that you have in your knife bag or in the kitchen because it's very unique. You can, whether it be, opening a bag of, a bag of rice or a bag of whatever. Sometimes it's like hard to even open a bag of chips. You can use your shears. Whether it be butchering in the kitchen, you can use your shears. Whether it be, cutting herbs, you can use your shears. There's so many different ways that you can use the shears, and once you start using it in your kitchen and have it a part of your repertoire, it's like you can't even imagine how you lived without it. If you haven't tried using shears in your kitchen, honestly, trust me, it's life-changing. And as a chef, you really want to utilize things that are smart in your kitchen and make sure you're a better cook. So try these out.